Okay, today we're going to do something a little bit different. Most people will be looking for some kind of way to procure food and whatnot, and some fellows think they should make a bow or maybe even that ladle. We'll get to that later on, but today we're going to do about the simplest thing. We're going to make us a rabbit stick. So what we're looking for a tree that's got a little bit of a bend to it, something that kind of resembles a boomerang. I have one here behind me. We'll cut it down and just see how fast we can do one. Okay. So like I said, looking for something that somewhat resembles a boomerang. This is made out of Alberta birch, white birch, paper birch, yellow birch, whatever. Seems to be a pretty hard wood. So what we want to do is we want to take that width there, right there. We want to trim it down so it kind of resembles a boomerang. Maybe 3/4 of an inch thick or so. Okay. Like about that, maybe a little bit more. You notice I'm doing everything with my hatchet or my tomahawk. Every bushman should not be without a hatchet. So as I'm going through it, I want to have a cutting edge or leading edge on it. Leading edge would be the side right here that you're going to throw from. Do not throw it backwards. You must throw it with a bend facing your target like that. Now you can pert it up if you want to by peeling the bark off or whatever, but sometimes I just don't bother. Birch is a pretty hard wood. It's pretty forgiving. Usually with birch, I won't make a rabbit stick out of it or anything like that. But I usually use it for making bows, and that's another story from another time. So I'll just peel some of the bark off. Just to get a better feel of what it looks like. Again, this one's fast. If I'm going to use one for hunting small game all the time, which is about what they're only good for, hence name rabbit stick, I'll take and use birch or maple if you got it. Elm works good. Ash works good. Ash is a fairly straight wood though. You won't get the really good curve out of it. We're just about done. And if I want to add a little bit extra strength to it, I'll get back to camp and set the fire going, and I'll heat treat the leading edge. Now, what I mean by heat treating, I just dry it out and kind of burn the edge a little bit, make it harder. It'll last a little bit longer. Well, maybe another minute and we'll be done. So down here, my handle, down here, I want it to be thinner than it is up here, just so it's not so bulky to hold, I guess. There we go, bingo! One rabbit stick. So in order to throw it, if I'm going through thick bush, I'll throw it upright, just like overhand, like you would a hatchet if you're an axe thrower. Throw it like you would a baseball. If I'm going for a long range, it will hover over top of the ground, usually for about 50 yards thereabouts. Unless you're a really good one, then you can get up to almost 100 yards. The idea with a rabbit stick is it's meant to hit and break bones. That's it. It's not meant to instantaneously kill. It's meant to maim the critter so that you can get up and dispatch it and finish it off. So to throw it, if I'm going long range, I'm going to throw it even with the ground parallel, just with a flick of my wrist. So let's, I don't know, maybe we can do it. I don't know. Let's see if we can get a throw on here. Now they are for pretty much close range, so we're gonna throw let's throw the birch tree right in front of us here. I don't know if I can turn this around, but probably not. Well, we'll see what happens. All right. I'm going to throw it parallel with the ground and see what happens. Bingo! We done got us a critter.